Hey, Brent, what an exciting day we have for us here. Day one of the regular season is upon us, and we are ready to go.
Kevin, really stoked to be with you here tonight. You could not ask for a better matchup. The energy is palpable, and it's fair to expect both of these teams are going to bring it.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. And Greg making his debut, MP, coming from a long line of NBA players.
And Kevin, MP, the son of Prince, a longtime Clipper and Mavs player. And don't forget his grandfather was Truck, another pro player who played back in the 80s. So MP, the latest member of the family to make his NBA debut.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. MP, that's for two.
Hard to score on Herbert Jones. He will lock you up.
Top of the key jumper is offline from MP. This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough. Players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round. Defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds from this front office.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Here's first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line from Memphis, Santi Aldama. One shot.
Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
That's not an easy shot for most players, especially young ones, but Jones looks settled in.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's MP. Good work defensively by Jones.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
To the inside. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Bain.
I like the attacking mindset from MP. He gets deep inside there, and then he gets to work.
Williamson with a screen for Ingram. Shoots from the corner. Again, the Pelicans score.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Morant. And here's MP for 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Dishes it to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Pass to Ingram. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Lets it go from 14. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Bain with the bucket.
Nice little assist by MP. Spots a guy who's ready to shoot it. He doesn't waste the opportunity.
Now here's Ingram. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. MP outside. No good on the 3. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
I like the quick trigger from Jones that time. I know the shot was there, and I know he didn't wait for it.
A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
You wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end. I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from from the field.
MP, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
You know, big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time.
Another miss by MP.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. The 3 from Morant. Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. McCollum kicks to Valanciunas. That's to Williamson. Fires from deep. That one doesn't go. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so He's checked in for Brandon Clark. And then for New Orleans, Zion Williamson's checked in for Najee Marshall. Jones comes in for Trey Murphy. And McCollum subbed in for Jose Alvarado. The Grizzlies trail by 5, setting the floor now for the Pelicans. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Nance in at the 5 spot. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
On the wing, Jackson, covered by Williamson. Here's Brown. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a prolific shot blocker, but blocks aren't his goal. He said, I'm playing the game to not foul, but make it as hard as I can. If I block it, then cool. Avoiding those whistles is key. John Morant says of Jackson, his defensive presence is big time for us. We're a totally different team with him out there on the floor. Kevin?
They are indeed. Hey, D.A., thank you. The pass to Nance. With the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nance Jr. doing a good job of just moving around as a big and staying active. That can make a defender a little bit uneasy.
For New Orleans, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. Baines checked in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Smart. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. You know, Brent, here we are looking at the New Orleans Pelicans. It does seem like they are improving. You think?
Well, they made the playoffs in 2022 and play-in tournament in 2023. But there's something that they haven't had on the floor that you feel like if that gets right, they're going to get right.
And when Zion Williamson, Brent, is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we've got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs.
There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
And so he's able to get one of two.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Brown, no good.
Yeah, they show effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And that one falls for Jones.
You scan around the league to look at young guys who might be pillars of teams moving forward. You know, Herb Jones could be one of those guys.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Nance. And it's Ingram in for Trey Murphy. Bain against Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Bain. Ingram finds Valanciunas. Morant with it. Now defended by Williamson. And Aldama slams it in.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
McCollum against Morant. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Valanciunas. That one misses. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Morant. Now here's Ingram. Over Bain. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. New Orleans on top, up 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the New Orleans Pelicans. First taste of the league for MP. What are you guys seeing?
A guy who's rushing things. You know, so much is expected of him. He's a third-generation NBA player, has all-world talent, but you could tell at the end of the half he was a little frustrated.
Sure looked that way, Kenny. Shaq is a heralded rookie in 1992. You had a big first game, 12 points, 18 boards, 3 blocks. What can MP do to turn this night around?
First of all, Ernie, don't ever release those stats again. You just don't care and worry about what other people think. You know what you can do. Trust that. Everything will fall into place. Trust me. 12 points, Ernie. You'll never mention my name with 12 points.
I was going to say, I mean, the 18 boards, the 3 blocks, those are impressive, but shoot, I could have scored a dozen.
I'm insulted, Ernie.
Moving on, in that first half of basketball, things are looking pretty good for the Pelicans.
I know what Shaq's going to say. Elbow sandwiches. Those guys are physical, and they control the glass. They gave the impression that they wanted it more, Shaq.
To be honest, all I heard was sandwiches. When's the food getting here?
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
They've got John Morant. Santi Aldama is out there with Desmond Bain. Then there's Brown, and it's Jackson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And often players want to discuss calls at the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Kevin, well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
Here's MP. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. They've held a 12-point lead early. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Williamson kicks to Ingram, passes it to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to McCollum from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. The Grizzlies trail by 6. It's Morant in the corner. He feeds it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Williamson with a screen for McCollum. Ingram outside. Pass to Williamson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Looking to get back on track here. MP, no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. Ingram deciding where to go with it. McCollum with the screen on Bain. Here's Ingram. 4 on the clock. The teardrop falls in. Ingram's got 10 points.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. He has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. And MP, one of the most touted rookies in quite some time. Greg already had a shoe deal in place when he was drafted.
And Kevin, Nike jumping at the chance to sign MP. Sky-high expectations for this young man.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
The drive by MP. This is his first free throw of the game.
First team at the line for Memphis. MP, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And what you appreciate about MP is how even-keeled he is. He's someone his guys love playing with.
Pelicans leading by 9. Williamson with a screen for McCollum. Bank shot, no good.
A struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And it's Brown missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Ingram dishes to McCollum. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Outside Jackson. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Morant's against McCollum, and it's in there. Morant's got 5 now.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The pass to Valanciunas. To the middle. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's MP. Out to Morant. A 3. Traps in the tray. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Valanciunas with a screen on Jackson. There's Williamson with the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Marshall in a power forward. Jones, the pass to Nance. And the rejection by Jackson. Now here's Jackson, guarded closely. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Smart against McCollum. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. No problems knocking that one down. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his three-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
Jackson setting the pick here for Williams. Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Back to McCollum. Here's the teardrop. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Jackson. Outside for Jackson. From outside the arc. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Nance has got 6 rebounds now in the game. McCollum dishes to Nance. And Jones has it in the corner. A shot's good on the assist by Nance.
What a night for Herb Jones. With the defense, he brings it. Any offense from Jones, you'll take it. So this performance is a giant plus.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Clark. Bain comes in for Jackson. Brown is checked in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Smart. And then for New Orleans, Valanciunas is checked in for Nance. Zion Williamson comes in for Marshall. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Trey Murphy. Bain against Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Bain finds Aldama. Looking to get it going. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
How about that 7'6" wingspan of Valanciunas? That helps him erase the shot.
Okay, I'll go up.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Morant against McCollum. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram against Bain. It's a hand on it.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Jackson, a screen on Ingram. Morant with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bain sets the screen for Morant. 5 on the clock.
The aggressiveness from McCollum there was nice. Not known as a big-time defender, but anticipating where he needed to be, and that affected the shot.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Unloads from 13, and he hits the jump shot.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
It's Ingram on the wing, guarded by Bain. McCollum passes to Williamson. Back to McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
McCollum against Morant. And Aldama has it in the corner. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Valanciunas with a screen on Morant. Pass to Ingram. Moves back up. Got it!
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
There's a screen by Aldama. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Morant passes to Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morant. Zion Williamson grabs the miss, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson, taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Love Zion's grit and determination. Nothing about his NBA story has been easy to this point, but he hasn't let that stop him from trying to get out here and continuing to dominate.
Morant finds Aldama. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I thought you was going to teach your old man some new tricks.
I never said that.
You look good, though. Your game is definitely evolving.
Hey, I appreciate you, CJ. God took it to us, though.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to the next time so I can win again.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
For sure. Good luck, bro.
All right, bet.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Wow. Listen.
Right here.
I do my best to get to everybody, but we're gonna try to do this in an orderly fashion. All right? Why don't we start right over here?
Lisa Sims, Daily Horn. MP, you came into the league heralded as the best player of your generation, but you really struggled tonight. Were you feeling the weight of expectations? Was it first game jitters, or maybe something else?
Something else.
Interesting. Could you elaborate on that?
No, ma'am. Next question.
Thank you. Right over there.
Lina Becker hier, Sportbild monatlich. Bist du sehr enttäuscht, dass du dein erstes NBA-Spiel verloren hast? Du weißt, du hast Fans auf der ganzen Welt, die dich anfeuern.
Lena Becker, Sport Monthly. Are you disappointed in losing your first NBA game, knowing that you have fans watching all around the world?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Who wouldn't be? Shouts out to Germany, though. I appreciate y'all. But I wish you didn't have to see this. It's not fun falling apart in front of millions of people. Danke. All right, who's next? Right in the back, right in the back.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of your father Prince and grandfather Truck?
It means a lot. Yeah. I mean, you got to respect where you come from, and I come from a line of guys who got basketball in their blood. But the most important thing to me right now is representing these fans and the city and bringing them the championship they deserve. As much as I love my dad and miss my grandpa, I play for the name on the front of the jersey, not on the back. Thank you. Next question. Right up front.
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, la compétition. Votre maillot est le maillot le plus vendu en France en ce moment. Avez-vous un message pour vos fans français?
Beatrice Corbet, the competition. Your jersey is the #1 selling jersey in France at the moment. Do you have any message for your French fans?
Alive.
Man, love you guys. France is awesome. I went there to help promote my first shoe deal, and I fell in love with the country. I mean, there's so much beautiful history there, but it's also very modern and forward-thinking at the same time. I'd love to go back someday and spend some serious time there. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank y'all.
Proud of you, MP. What? You got locked down out there. What up, Tom? Aw, man, one game doesn't define you. Even if you did blow it. So now I gotta sit and watch tape with you just to show you all the stuff I did do right? Come on, Papa thought you knew ball. You see, I knew you weren't that upset. Look, you're right. It's just one game. It's just one game. Lucky you got me here to give you some perspective. Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You here to keep me on track. And you know what the goal is. Greatness. That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is. Yeah, what about him? Just updated his all-time GOAT list. Says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday. For real? Mm-hmm. Take a look.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a generational talent, it got me thinking about my all-time GOAT list. Now, if you are new to the pod, you might not know that I have a passion for ranking the legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year. So I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself early on, I'll be happy to swap him with Vic. So, let me know. What do you think? Is there anyone who should be on the Got Next tier but isn't? Is there anyone who is there but shouldn't be? Hit me up on social. We'll talk about it.
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media doesn't matter. It's all about winning games.
Yeah, you're wrong. You need to understand how these people see you. I wish I would have played the game when I was your age.
Look, all due respect, Pop, I'm not like you. I'm not going to make the same mistakes you did.
I spent the best years of my career in losing situations because winning organizations didn't see me as someone who had their head screwed on tight.
Because you didn't, though.
Not at first, okay? But when I was with Dallas, they gave me a shot. Could have been sooner if I had played the game. All right. Son, you're trying to do something that nobody's ever done before. And when you do it, believe me, you will do it. There's going to be no question who the GOAT is.
Short memory. On to the next one.
Scholars, man.
MP's got the passion, focus, and preparation to be great. I won't worry about him at all.
I'm sure it's not the game he wanted to have, but he's going to have a lot of...
Hey, I'm not going to do my boy dirty like that. He had a bad game, but you know he the truth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he wanted to play better, but it is what it is. He'll be fine.
Battle of the Young Goats. I love it. Let's go!
Hey, MP, I got some... Okay, watch this. Check out these moves. Dribble, crossover, dream shake, Dirk fade, bucket.
Ooh, Luka's bag is ridiculous, man.
His court sense is even better. He doesn't think, he flows.
How would you stop that?
Try to keep him in front of me, but no, he's got a counter for everything.
Gotta think a few moves ahead.
Yep. He looks slow, but he can make you look foolish real quick. Watch this.
Okay. I see him.
Have a great game, man.
At 4, 6'11", number 7, Santi Aldama. At the small forward position, standing 6'5", number 22, Desmond Hayes.
Go! Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Daniel Gafford is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Exum in at the 3. And for Memphis, Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then there's Brown. And it's Morant in at the point guard. And even though we're in the very early part of the season, Doris, you can already feel some teams distancing themselves from others.
Yeah, Kevin, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, obviously, but there are some squads you can tell. They look like they're going to be strong competitors for the title. They are on point early.
They'll be watching the battle between MP and Luka Doncic. And this, of course, will be the first ever contest between these two players.
Well, as you know, Luka Doncic does so many things well, and what stands out, in part, game after game, is the fact that he forces everyone on the floor to play at his pace.
And there could be something of a feeling out process here, or maybe these teams feel confident in their preparation and are ready to just go at it.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Brown. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Bain finds Brown. Shoots over Doncic. That one a little long.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
Now here's Morant. After Luka Doncic's miss, MP passes to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. MP with a screen on Irving. There's the lob to Jackson.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Dallas has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving passes to Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. Over MP, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Irving. Doncic has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Brown. Nice D from Doncic.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Irving for 3. Tries again, and Doncic lays it in. He has 7.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
MP outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
On the wing, MP. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Irving. Back to Doncic. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Irving's shot is good.
Boy, you love to see that kind of fight from Kyrie, getting after it on the offensive glass.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. And part of the show tonight, Doris, Kyrie Irving's phenomenal handle.
Hey, Kevin, if you ask any NBA player who their favorite to watch is, many will come up with the name Kyrie Irving. It's the ability to have that elite handle, the footwork, the creativity, the ability to shoot a jumper, the pull-up, the lay-in. This guy is absolutely amazing.
Here's Exum after the basket by Jaren Jackson. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Washington sends the pick for Irving. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Morant.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now, here's Bain. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Washington, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Jackson. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, leading by 7. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about... Scrawls their first time out of the game. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
MP outside. And the rejection by Gafford.
Boy, signs of a struggle for MP in this matchup. He has not been able to get his offense going.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2, they defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Brown. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, that huge double OT win. That's something you don't quickly forget. I love the action, the intensity. And boy, did they play some phenomenal basketball.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
Irving's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. You've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
MP, no good. And the Mavericks with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Irving finds Doncic. Back to Irving. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Memphis.
Fuck, man. Piss again. Oh, fuck. The fuck, man? Off camera. Shit.
Making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Doncic. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 32 points a game last year, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Well, certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Launches a three. Doncic knocks in the three.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Morant passes to Bing. To the middle. Here's MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When he anticipates a whistle is coming, MP's so good putting up those shots.
Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Doncic feeling it out. Over MP. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Memphis Grizzlies.
A combination of poor shooting and poor shot selection. That's what my take was. They need to be more patient, run the offense all the way through, and let everyone touch the ball. Otherwise, they're playing into the other team's hands.
Now taking a closer look at the first half, how about the performance from these two guys?
When you're facing a great player, it's all about taking that challenge. It should bring out the best in you.
Iron sharpens iron. Cream rises to the top. Sticks and stones. All that good stuff. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Exum is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Irving with it. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
Morant outside. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Here's Aldama. Off target from three-point range.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Passes to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. When it comes to trades, some say the draft pick protections should only be for the top 4 or the top 14. TB, why is that?
Well, I think we saw this last season with Dallas. They were in a situation situation where they had an opportunity to be in that play-in situation, but keeping their top 10 protected pick obviously pulled them in another direction. So perhaps those limitations might help, Kev.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies wonder, make some noise.
How do they see money on YouTube? More YouTube videos, more money, more gaming. This week I make 2 videos, more gaming, and shit.
Look at what I am doing on a 60 overall. Damn. Where's he going? I am out here ice swing dudes with no bad spin move. Oh, I'm too tough. Oh, I'm too much out here. Oh, yeah, fast break. Spin move. Jump on his head.
What the fuck? Yeah, GTA 6, bro. Yeah, GTA 6. GTA 6 is out. The shit is coming out 2025, bro. So that's the shit, dude. Shit. Eat some water. I'm drinking. That's my shit, bro. My shit. Weed, my shit, bro. Smoking weed, bro. That's my shit. That's my shit, man, bro. Smoking bud, bro. That's my shit, bro. Smoking weed, bro. That's my shit, bro. That shit right off the
And now look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 18 points a game and 6 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Well, I love it. Drivers think they see a crease to the lane and go for it. And eventually, he shuts the door.
Outside, Payne feeds to Jackson. Rebounded by Gafford.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Gafford throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. And usually one of the league leaders in field goal percentage, Doris, Daniel Gafford. What a solid contributor.
Kevin, you love those role players who play within themselves, and that's exactly what Gafford gives you, an understanding of what his team needs. Rim running, rim protection, and rebounding.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. We all know Luka Doncic is a master of one-on-one isolation scoring. Coach Jason Kidd said he knows how to use his body, the angles. Sometimes as a coach, you want to run all these plays, but at the end of the day, it's about getting him the ball with enough time to be creative. Kevin?
That's right, David. Letting him cook. Thanks for the report. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And they're on the break. Shoots the three, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Stop the run. Buries the jump shot. 1:53 left in the third. Morant against Irving. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Morant. Banked in off.
Hello? Good morning. Morning. What are you doing up so early? I don't know, playing the game. You got work today? Yeah. In the evening. In the evening. Don't be tired when it's time to go to work early. I won't.
The glass. Morant's got his first bucket of the night.
And the body control of Morant, still able to guide that one home.
Down low, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting for Dallas, Kyrie Irving at the line for 1.
Free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. Baines checked in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Smart. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Brown out there with Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Bane in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lively the pass to Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardy's checked in. Hardaway hits them both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Morant kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Brown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Hardaway for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Hardy.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Hardaway, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
It's proving very difficult to guard Tim Hardaway Jr. without fouling the guy, especially when he's this aggressive.
The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Doris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
Hardaway hits them both. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. And the pass to Aldama. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
We've seen a few play-in tournaments already, Doris. I like it. How do you like it?
I absolutely love, Kevin, that it has emphasized success in the regular season. A huge difference between a 6 seed and a 7 seed. So you give teams something to play for so much further into the year. Obviously, you give more teams more hope. It has been perfect. There is nothing coaches like more than somebody you can count on. MP's trusted by his coaches, his teammates. They count on him to bring it every night.
At the line for Memphis, MP, 2 shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Hardy passes to Kleba. Green with a screen for Kleba. Dishes to Hardaway. From down low. And it's Morant with the rebound. Rob. Hardy. Pass to Kleba. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
In the corner, it's Bain. Pass to MP. Picked off in midair. Here's Hardy. And it's Hardy with the jam.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Brown. Good D by Hardaway. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
All right, I'm just going to say it. When it's all said and done, MP will be the GOAT. Unequivocally.
Unequivocally?
Unequivocally.
Well, first of all, did you just look that word up? Because I have never heard you use that word in my life.
I like to learn, so what?
Yeah, okay, fine, but you can't say that if the guy's career has just started.
I mean, yo, he's going to be awesome.
He's incredible, but he might average 50 points a game,
True.
but what if he gets hurt?
Oh, see, man, now you're just trying to jinx him. I see what you're doing.
I'm just saying longevity is part of this conversation.
I can agree with you there. Sure.
All right, to be the GOAT, you got to do it over a long period of time.
Facts.
I get that MP's your guy, and he's amazing, no doubt, but saying that he is a lock?
Unequivocally.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal,
it's
man.
Ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal. Unequivocal. Go.
What does it mean?
It means without a doubt.
Good game, MP.
Get your head into the game. Keep it going.
What's up? What's up? No. I make it from anywhere. Don't give me that.
All day, baby.
Keep scoring. Win.
Let's do this. Let's go.